Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smiths in the Black here, and it's third quarter macro vid, and bear with me, it's been a long summer, and so I should have done this last weekend so I could get all the inside quarters, so now I can't do that, so I will be updating macro list on the weekend vids going forward of the signals in force. So we got SPY, once again, quarterly, it's 2 in a way after the big 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, still going, and on the year, still have the 3-2 year. So what that means is that last year's pandemic sell-off is still being rejected, and we're still going into the highs. Go to QQQ, still 2 in its way up on the year, and a whole bunch of these things going to look very similar. 2-2-2 quarters still going. If you go to small cappers, here small cappers have the inside quarter. So we'll see if they can break this over 233.64, so you got a little bit more room on that. On the year, you've got here the 3-2, like so many things. And if you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, same deal, 3-2 year, like most things. And quarterly, still inside on the quarter to open up, so not a 2 yet as of yet. If we go to transports, and Tranny's got a shooter quarter, so that's something we might pay attention to if they can take that out on the year. Still 3-2 to the upside. I've got XLU. XLU working on an inside year, just kind of cranking in there doing nothing. So we know that to stay away. Quarterly. Here, potential shooter counters hammer if they want to bring these things in a little bit, but here's your inside year cooking all in this stuff in here. If we go to XLF opening as an inside quarter, and the 3-2 year, like so many things, and we know that KRE is still RevStrat year in the regional banks, then on the quarter, inside on the quarter. So we'll see if what the regional banks want to do out of that. If we go to XLE and XLE, just 2 enough to weigh. You can see all of this stuff still in here on the quarter. And so on the yearly, that's going to give you this. Here, still an inside year, still looking strong enough to get RevStrat year. 1, 2 down. Still that's above 61.31, so still have room on that. OIH. Still inside on the year. And the quarterly, still slowly trying to 2 its way back. If we go to XLP takes that hammer quarter up, and the yearly still doing this. Here, 3-2, like so many things. If we go to IBB, and IBB still 2 in its year up. Quarterly inside on the quarter for IBB, so that would be an inside quarter up over 165. You're almost there. We'll keep an eye on that. If we go to home builders, XHB, and potential shooter, but you got some distance on that for the year. Here, still a 3-2, like so many. If we go to XLK, and XLK still just 2 its way up, and we know that Apple and Microsoft are heavily weighted in there, so they're taking care of business here. We'll get to Apple in a second. And the quarterly still 2 its way up. SMH. Trying to go Momo Hammer if they can take that out on the quarter. Yearly. Still doing this. So if we go back to the quarterlies, you're going to see Apple. And Apple inside quarter to the upside. Here, above 137.41, and you can see you had corrective activity because the previous quarter was red, right? So trying to come up in here. So above that, Apple, you've got ALEC here. Boom, nice quarter upper. You just got exhaustion risk. If we go to TATT, that was a gapper last week, I believe, and that's an inside quarter here over 644, handily so. If you go to OSG inside quarter, little guy over 260. If we go to Merck, inside quarter upper over 78.09. VTGN Inside quarter up over 317. CRM. And cooking the sideways inside year, but inside quarter up over 247.69. SHEN. 312 quarter up over 51.82. CFX. Inside quarter up over 46.78. TBIO. Inside quarter up over 28.10. WB. Inside quarter up over 53.27. TMO Thermo. This is an XLV. Inside quarter up over 510.60. If you go to XLV, still chewing its way up. Still 3.2 year. If we go to GoDaddy, inside quarter up here, over 88.85, and SNPS. Inside quarter up over 277.53. Go to inside years and up, CVS, over 76.44, BCRX. Inside year up, over 8.99, DRNA. Inside year up, over 27.10, AEMD. Little guy. Inside year and up over 434, just breaks that. Hershey's. Inside Momo Hammer year over 161.83. CPRX. Inside year to the upside over 528. Verisign. Inside Momo Hammer year up over 221.30. Inside quarter down. GOCO. Below 1075. ALGS. Quarter down. Below 1939. Inside year to the downside. QURE. Below 34.38. Hammer year up. Ford Motor Company. Over 950. Bank of America. Hammer year up. Over 35.67. Cisco. Hammer counter shooter year. Over 50.28. SC. Boom. Over 27.21. Nice move there. WMB. RevStrat year. Over 24.17. And a bunch of the regional banks. Key Corp. Just flirting with that RevStrat and watching that with the KRE. Inside quarter. All right. If we go to RF. Also RevStrat year. SYF, RevStrat year, a bunch of financials. NRG, hammer year up over 40.25. HBI, RevStrat year, over 17.73. BNS, over 56.78, more banks. AFLAC, going hammer year up barely, but it is over 53.46. PM, RevStrat year, 90.17. FITB, more regional bank. RevStrat, DuPont, for 71.55. PNC, more bank. RevStrat year, over 161.25. CF, RevStrat year, over 48.19. HIG, hammer year, 61.32. IT. Nice hammer you got there. 165.27, handily so. DRI. 125.96. Prudential. RevStrat year. Over 97.24. PSA REIT, hammer counter shooter. Over 240.75. And we look at VNQ. 3.2 on the year. The REITs. And just opening as an inside quarter. Hammer counter shooter quarter for MP over 37.29. Shooter year down, frog. Shooter year down, Dun and Bradstreet. So once again, we start off the quarter and almost everything is starting off, if not close to 2 up, certainly 2 up. So that's what we got, exhaustion risk we've been living in for a while. So I'll be updating this as the month goes on. All right, it's going to be the macro video starting off the third quarter.